So some of you have had these little things called children. And if you haven't, you've avoided a very great thing, a very challenging thing, one of the most exciting, troublesome, and humorous parts of your life. So let me tell you about my son Max. Son Max is now 3.5. He's almost 4. He's growing up, but he's still got just enough baby left in him. So he's still very funny. So the other day, he goes to the restroom, and I make him count to 14, because that's the highest number he can count to. And he yells out from the restroom, "Daddy, I counted to 14!" So of course that's my cue to go in and wipe his bottom. Because, that's what you have to do with little kids until they learn it to yourself. But it's just funny because you hear him screaming throughout the house. It's like, and I'm screaming back at him, "Did you count to 14 yet?" "No, Daddy." "Okay, we'll keep counting. Daddy's still got time." So, that's just one of those things you do with little kids, and if you're single or haven't had kids in a while, you totally forget that, some of these games you play to help your kids use the restroom, help your kids do anything. So that's just one little thing. So then him again, it was this past Easter, and I believe it was raining. I think it was this past Easter. And so we had to do the Easter hunt inside. Well, of course, you try to corral the kids in a room so you can get all the Easter eggs put out throughout the house, like snakes here and all around. Well, we have a giant house. Well, it's a big house. It's about 2,600 square feet. And it's all based off a giant hallway. Well, we let my kids, I have an older son as well, we let them ride their bikes in the house because they're still small enough to ride small bikes. So little Max, he's riding his tricycle up and down the house. And we're like, whatever, we're not even paying attention because we're putting out eggs and we think everybody's good. Well, then we notice the little container in the back of the bike. That didn't look full earlier. Why does that look full? Like, we haven't started an Easter egg hunt. Like, what's going on? So, hey Max, what's in the bike? Daddy? Uh-huh. Why is there like 15 Easter eggs in here, dude? Like, what? They were there. I just had to pick them up. So that is just another thing for my son, which I maybe had been there, but it's fun for me. And then this past week, he wanted to go to the restroom again. I guess. Wow, I have a lot of restroom stories for them. So they do so many things, but the restroom is always the funniest. Mm-hmm. So usually, like little kids, like you're outside, you're not going to make them run inside to go to the restroom if they just have to go, number one. So you're just like, yeah, just go for it, just go in the corner. Well, hopefully the fence is tall enough so the neighbors don't see him. So he was sitting in the spa, and my wife was right next to him, like talking to someone. She was standing on the outside, and she just turned for like 1 second. And of course, with little kids, it's when you turn for that 1 second that the whole world changes. So I was watching him for like the last 10 minutes. Yeah, but you missed the 10 seconds when he did that. So that is by far with little kids. They just find the little 10 seconds. They totally change the world. So what he did is he's just sitting in the spa, and he realized he had to go to the restroom. So instead of saying, "Mommy, get me out, I gotta go to the restroom," he said, "Oh no, I'm just gonna go stand on top of the spa," and just went out straight from the thing. And just sprayed it right towards the door. I was like, "Oh, thanks." I guess they needed an ammonium cleaning, but that wasn't really what I was thinking. So that is just another thing that my lovely little 3-year-old loves to do. And then I guess I do have one more. My son, it was just the other night. He's still wearing floaties, because again, he's not 4 yet, so he's not swimming on his own. He still needs help. So he decided, to just start climbing up the stairs into the pool. We're like, no one's watching you. Like, you can't just go jumping in the pool. And then, you know, of course, it's the expression you get on these little kids, like, oh, I'm not supposed to do that? Like, no! You know, because as a parent, you're like freaking out, because all of a sudden you're halfway across the yard and you see your son just going up the steps, just going to the pool, you're like, no! So it's just, again, things kids do and things my 3-year-old does. So I'm assuming some of you at least have some of these experiences or have had some of these experiences. So you can feel my utter joy and pain. So, thank you.